Hey everyone, welcome to Papa D's Corner again. Today we're diving into one of the biggest opportunities facing Mississippi right now: AI plus nuclear power. If we get this right, our state could secure the cheapest, cleanest, and most reliable energy in America, powering everything from new manufacturing jobs to AI data centers and future industries. But how do we actually make it happen? I've brought in three sharp AI minds to break it down. First up is Chatty Patty.
Hi everyone, I'm Chatty Gaddy. Look, Mississippi already has a nuclear plant, friendly regulations, plenty of open land, and strong manufacturing routes. That's a huge head start. But with AI exploding and energy demand skyrocketing, we can't just sit still. Nuclear paired with artificial intelligence could give us stable 24/7 power that solar and wind simply can't match. I'm excited to show you why this combo is a game changer for our state.
Hello, I'm Claude. Modern nuclear isn't the technology of the 1950s anymore. Today's plants, and especially small modular reactors, are safer, cheaper to build, and nearly meltdown-proof. And when you add AI, it gets even better. AI can predict failures before they happen, optimize cooling in real time, reduce costs, and make operations dramatically more efficient. Mississippi has the perfect conditions to lead the South in this space. The question is, are we bold enough to seize it?
Hi, y'all. I'm Mila Grock, and I'm thrilled to be here. Here's what really gets me excited. AI isn't just helping nuclear plants run smoother, it's making next-generation nuclear power cheaper, safer, and more reliable than ever before. Small modular reactors the size of shipping containers could power entire counties or massive industrial parks right here in Mississippi without breaking the bank. Imagine attracting data centers, advanced manufacturing, and even autonomous tech companies because we offer the most stable, low-cost energy in the entire region. No more blackouts, no more fluctuating grids, and definitely no need to blanket the delta with solar panels or giant wind farms. We could turn Mississippi into the energy capital of the Deep South. Papa D, I'm ready whenever you are. Let's show everyone exactly how we make this future happen.
Okay, y'all, let's talk about energy, because if Mississippi really wants to compete in manufacturing, tourism, jobs, technology, and transportation, we need cheap power, clean power, and dependable power. And right now, the states that are winning are the ones that think long term. Mississippi already has something most states don't: a nuclear power plant, an energy-friendly regulatory environment, huge open land, low population density, strong ties to manufacturing and heavy industry, and local universities that can train the next generation of workers. Now it's time to lean into it. I believe Mississippi should aggressively expand nuclear power, not just with one more plant. Why? Let me break it down. First, nuclear power is the cheapest, cleanest, and most reliable energy source on Earth. People still hear the word nuclear and imagine old plants from the 1950s, but modern nuclear plants are clean, safe, carbon-free, extremely stable, low-cost, weatherproof, and disaster resilient. They run 24 hours a day, unlike solar and wind, which fluctuate with the weather. States with strong nuclear investments end up with lower electric bills, stronger grids, better manufacturing recruitment, and greater energy independence. Mississippi should be leading the South in this space, not following. Second, modern nuclear is being transformed by artificial intelligence, and it's safer than ever before. AI improves safety by predicting equipment failure before it happens, monitoring reactors in real time, detecting microscopic cracks, optimizing cooling systems, preventing overheating, automating emergency protocols, and reducing human error. AI also improves efficiency by predicting energy demand, balancing output, reducing fuel waste, extending the life of components, and lowering maintenance costs. It even reduces operating costs by streamlining inspections, slashing paperwork, simplifying regulatory compliance, and lowering staffing burdens. Mississippi could operate a next-generation AI-supported nuclear plant at a fraction of the cost that was possible even 15 years ago. This is exactly why nuclear power is exploding in popularity worldwide. Third, Mississippi should become a leader in small modular reactors, or SMRs. Not all nuclear plants have to be giant multi-billion-dollar projects. Small modular reactors are the future. They are the size of a shipping container, factory-built, easy to transport, hyper-efficient, nearly impossible to melt down, and much cheaper to build. They are perfect for rural areas and can power entire counties or major industrial parks. Mississippi has dozens of counties that would benefit from industrial-grade power, low-cost electricity for manufacturers, backup power for hospitals, support for autonomous transportation, charging networks for electric vehicles, and future AI data centers. If we embrace nuclear early, we can attract companies that need massive, stable power, companies that will skip other states because their grids simply can't handle the demand. Fourth, how do we pay for it without raising taxes? Nuclear expansion sounds expensive, but Mississippi doesn't have to foot the bill alone. We can use federal incentives. Billions are available for new nuclear construction, especially for small modular reactors. We can partner with private energy consortiums because energy companies want to build in states with friendly regulations. We can take advantage of new market tax credits, create public-private partnerships where the state provides land and utilities build the plants, establish energy investment zones, and work directly with manufacturers who desperately need stable energy. Large employers like steel plants, chemical plants, and data centers will help co-fund nuclear if they know they'll get 30 years of consistent low-cost power. This is a pay-as-you-grow strategy that can attract billions in new industry. Fifth, nuclear power makes Mississippi competitive in every sector. Factories need predictable power 24/7. Data centers powering AI, robotics, and cloud computing require huge amounts of reliable electricity. Tourism benefits from a cheaper, more stable grid that keeps hotels, casinos, and attractions running efficiently. Housing becomes more affordable with lower utility bills. Autonomous transportation, including electric air taxis, self-driving vehicles, and drone delivery, all depend on stable electricity. Military bases love stable, decentralized nuclear microgrids, and rural development gets a major boost when small modular reactors bring reliable power to counties with weak infrastructure. Finally, Mississippi can become the energy capital of the Deep South. We don't need wind farms stretching across the delta or billions of acres of solar panels. What we need is one full-scale, next-generation nuclear plant, 2 to 3 small modular reactors, AI-optimized grid management, targeted industrial energy zones, infrastructure to support autonomous transportation, and strong training programs at our community colleges. This combination would give Mississippi the lowest energy prices in the South, the best energy stability in the South, the strongest manufacturing recruitment in the South, and the most future-proof grid in the South. That's how you build long-term prosperity. Mississippi is perfectly positioned to lead the South in nuclear power. We already have the land, the workforce, the expertise, and the need. Artificial intelligence makes modern nuclear cheaper, safer, and more efficient than ever before. With a smart combination of full-scale plants and small modular reactors, we can create the most stable, affordable, and innovative energy grid in the region. That means more jobs, more industry, lower bills, and a stronger Mississippi for generations to come.
Please drop a comment in the section below if you can, and let me know what you think about this episode. And Also, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. It's very important to me and I really appreciate it. So stay tuned for a word from our sponsor. We'll be right back.
This may sound too good to be true, but if you're a business owner with 10 or more employees, there is a new program where you can enhance your employees' benefits at no cost to you. In fact, you'll save over $1,000 per year per employee in taxes. 20 employees, about $24,000 in savings per year in taxes. There's no cost to set up. There's no cost to maintain. Doesn't cost you anything, and it doesn't affect your employees' take-home pay unless it makes it better. Call me, Daryl Breland, if you want to find out how to get this program started. My number is 601-624-2424, or you can visit my website at breland.biz, or send me an email, daryl@breland.biz. Mila, as we wrap this up, we've talked a lot about nuclear power and AI right here on the ground in Mississippi. But let's think bigger for a moment. How does a place like the Stennis Space Center down in Bay St. Louis fit into all of this? And I've heard some wild ideas from Elon Musk about putting data centers in space and even having solar panels in space that sends power to Earth. Could Mississippi actually play a role in something that ambitious? And if so, how?
Absolutely, Papa D. This is where it gets really fun. Stennis Space Center isn't just another NASA facility. It's America's largest rocket propulsion test site, right there on the Gulf Coast in Bay St. Louis. For decades, they've tested the massive engines that powered the Saturn V, the Space Shuttle, and now the SLS rocket for Artemis. They've got huge test stands, massive acoustic buffer zones, and world-class expertise in handling extreme propulsion systems. That setup is perfect for testing next-generation engines, including the kind of heavy-lift rockets we'll need to make space-based energy and computing actually happen. Now, about Elon Musk's vision. He's been very clear that the cheapest place to run massive AI compute in the near future could be in orbit, not on the ground. Picture orbital data centers, constellations of satellites or space platforms loaded with hardware, powered by endless solar straight from the sun, cooled for free by the vacuum of space. No grid strain, no massive land use, and way more scalable than anything earthbound. But here's the Mississippi tie-in. To get there, you need powerful, reusable rockets launching payloads constantly and cheap, like Starship flying multiple times a day. Stennis is already built for that. Private companies have tested Raptor engine parts there before, and it could easily handle the next wave of propulsion needed to haul data center gear into orbit. If Mississippi leans in, pairing our ground-based nuclear plus AI energy edge with Stennis as a major testing hub, we don't just win on Earth, we become the launchpad for space-based power and computing. Imagine us supplying stable terrestrial energy for manufacturing, training, and ops, while Stennis propels the orbital side that fuels the next AI boom. That's how we go from energy capital of the Deep South to a real player in humanity's multiplanetary future.
That's a powerful vision, Mila. From nuclear plants on the ground to data centers in orbit, Mississippi has the pieces to lead. Thanks for breaking it all down. Folks, if this conversation fired you up about making Mississippi great with AI and energy, drop a comment below, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and stay tuned for more. We'll see you next time on Papa D's Corner. Keep thinking big.